No, like you guys, your guys' main hunt is the night market.
Mm-hmm.
So like the night market is kind of the place where businesses are bought and sold for, paid for. It's a merchant area, and that includes things like thievery, assassination, that sort of thing.
I'm afraid this could be a trap. Like, how do we arrange a meeting where we
did. I was gonna go meet with this person myself.
We'll have
I've always wanted the Black Hood.
Because
so
I don't
we'll
want.
have to
I
make
don't
sure
want.
it's an
I don't.
area that we feel perfectly safe meeting him.
Well, I want to meet with him because I don't want him to be meeting with people like the little girl, because I don't want to necessarily, like, if I first meet him, be like, oh, so you're part of this? I want him to at least maybe think I'm an intermediary.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we can...
But to decide if then I want to pursue anything with this individual.
It sounds like the gang has some things to discuss.
Want to be disguised, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say it's like early in the morning.
Sure.
And you guys are all in Havelocks, and you're bringing up these issues. There's a couple of issues on the docket.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So where were you all night?
I just got to work.
Wait, why would you be asking me where? Like, that's a weird thing to ask.
You guys don't live together.
You look tired. You look haunted.
Well, didn't you tell us you were going to meet this person?
You look nervous.
Terrifying nightmares.
Did I tell them that I was going to meet this person?
Did you tell us?
I don't.
remember.
Yeah. Did you tell them?
That's a good question.
I mean,
I probably did tell them and told them that I'm going by myself.
They went with you to the Dimmer sisters' house.
So they.
Oh, that's right. We were there for
house,
that part. Okay.
So the better question is, how did it go?
Yeah, how did it go? And I'm surprised you're alive.
I'm also surprised that I'm alive. I'm surprised that any of us are alive anymore.
No, that's true.
Shit.
I mean, this is a dangerous town.
That was a lot of healing.
That's true.
So I met somebody.
Ooh, congratulations!
name?
Tell us.
I didn't really catch a name.
Oh, that's the worst. When you wake up in the morning, it's like, what's your name again?
And they're gone. They're already gone.
I do have a brand new thing that I want to work on.
Already?
Yeah, I got a new project.
I thought we had to get this mummy heart.
We
get killed by the evil mummy of Forever Doom.
The mummy heart.
Aren't you good with the mummy tooth for a while?
The mummy heart can wait.
Tooth. Oh, that new heart. Yeah,
the mummy heart can wait. Because the most important thing is for me to kill Orloff Ironborn.
Ulf Ironborn?
Ulf Ironborn.
Have we heard of that guy?
Oh yeah, you guys don't know who he is.
The petty terrorist?
Yes, that is the perfect description.
Yeah.
I mean,
you gotta be kidding me.
We're not.
What exactly is that gonna?
We're not guns for hire.
That's not our spiel.
Well, we're not for hire because there's not really any money to be had from this either. This is really just for my own benefit.
What did he ever do to you? Did
Yeah,
he kill your ancestors?
What are you talking about?
It's so that I can get this magical power.
He's made another deal with something over his head, and he is expecting us to participate in something that is solely for his benefit.
I mean,
this has been quite a pattern over the past few weeks.
I could go do this on my own. I'm just telling you
that this will actually result.
Hey! I can do this on my own. I just was putting it out there if you guys were kind enough.
No, I'm not interested in killing random people.
That's not fair.
What?
Now you're making us feel guilty for not being on your side.
If you even feel guilty.
The only thing that I can do is throw it out there and hope that maybe somebody, accompanies me.
If any of us feel up to killing people randomly
got nothing.
for
He's
no
like
reason?
a petty terrorist who was washed up 10 years ago.
Well,
that seems like an even easier. It's easy enough to accomplish.
No, I
sympathize with him.
He has refugees who kind of gather around him, so they have.
Oh, is he even like a folk hero? Like, is he actually maybe a good guy even?
He's
good guy. I don't feel good stealing from refugees.
They're refugees. He's a good guy in the sense that he's fighting for what he believes in. But
so he's like a Che Guevara who's basically a genocidal murderer,
yes.
But people extol him because he represented something good.
But they do have funds, right? Like the refugees they work with, they do have funds. They have some means.
I'm just saying, I could probably go it alone. Maybe get killed. Maybe not. Maybe I make it out alive. But
do you consider the ramifications of what you're doing?
Well, it's funny you say that because I kind of have to do this because the ramifications of not doing it seem to be on par with. What
Oh no! I mean, the difference is like doing this. You could cause something where more people than just him get killed, versus you
That's
getting
true.
killed yourself and then
Wait,
whatever.
what people?
I don't know. I feel like if you're going to kill like a prominent political figure, that might cause some problems.
I mean, but when you say political figure, I mean it's not like he's the head of some office.
No, but he is.
He's the head of
He is the head of
of a
a
resistance
political
group.
resistance, a
Yeah.
movement of people who are resisting something, and
I
you
mean,
might
this-
make
from
all
what
those
I-
people
from
very
what-
angry.
From what I know, he's on a tier of his own.
Oh, look at you! I saw what you did there. Nice. Well done.
From everything I've heard.
I feel like he's just not sexy enough to go after. I mean, there's a it's
Well, we're looking for high profile target. We're looking for jobs
All
worth
I'm
our
saying
there's
time.
is
literally
that I
a
know-
mummy rampaging
What?
through Doskvol.
What is this power going to give you again?
I told them this gives me the ability to shapeshift.
I recognize that we're all
What?
thieves here, but I would have never thought a member of our own team would be so selfish.
What proof do you have
But-
that this is going to be this is a real power?
You say that. You've seen the shit that I've seen. This lady,
I don't know, can you
she
like
had
us?
she had teacup hands and coyote faces and.
Oh no, that seems super sexy. So you're gonna get these powers like she has? Because I have
Yeah.
to admit, when you first
Plus,
mentioned
it's
this,
probably gonna
Are
even.
you
It's,
sure this wasn't like a fever dream?
it's
or-
probably gonna be even better than hers because she's got this huge scar on her face. So I'm gonna be like an even more improved version of
Your-
what she's got going on.
Your hand
So-
burned slightly. When you
I
said
just
that.
want.
Wait, it
wait.
burns?
Just
Yeah,
because you're
it's
being,
just
just because you're being an
Because
asshole.
you remember it.
Oh,
not because
oh, I
it's
That's
thought it
why
was like
yours will be a
actual-
giant
Well, I was just
print
trying to
on your
point to it.
face.
But do you?
I was
do you
about to
think-
say, is she like on the same wavelength with this
No.
like Egyptian mummy?
Do you think this lady would seriously like give you powers that will technically surpass her own?
Well,
I mean, that seems kind of weird.
I mean, I feel like she's got some other powers more than just this one single power. This seems like a drop in the water of
So-
all the things she's capable
Look,
of.
I'm willing to help you out because I'm the only one here with any fighting ability, hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah,
but-
fighting.
And you're itching to try out your new
Yeah, kind of.
Yoda fighting skills. It's like,
But I just want you to be completely sure that you're going to get this. That this isn't just a waste of time. And
Oh, believe me, I'm gonna get this or I'm gonna die trying.
so I
yeah,
want
but I don't want to die trying.
Literally, I
I
will
don't
get
want-
this or I will die.
I mean, I could probably get away if things go bad.
So,
I want to point out
But
that
if things go
initially-
bad, I'm just running. Like, this is...
okay.
Okay.
I
Like,
just
I'm not
want-
going to try and save you if it's looking really bad, because this is your,
I want to
gig.
make clear that initially, when you first brought this up, I was like, I don't think this is so awesome. Like, you already are great with disguises, but if you can actually shapeshift into, like, inanimate objects and turn your body into
I
flesh
don't
and
think that
demons...
I don't think I'm allowed to shapeshift into inanimate objects, am I?
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
not
haven't
right away.
heard any of the limits of this power, so you don't know.
Yeah.
It's going off all half-cocked.
Yeah, I didn't think that was like I gave you like a limit, and I don't think that I got really specific into like I'm gonna be teacup hands now.
Yeah, well, even if it's just people and maybe animals,
So,
or
so
not, maybe not.
The
That's-
impression I'm getting is that she was not entirely clear on what power she actually is giving you.
Yeah.
yes,
you just
that,
said
that is
I,
true.
I want to
And
be
that-
a power,
and that was
I
by
want to
design.
get powers.
From a GM's perspective, I can tell you, you'll gain the ability to make your body type and face look like any other human, right? So like you'll be able to change your face, that sort of thing. You won't be able to turn
And voice.
and voice. You won't be able to turn
Nice.
into inanimate objects or anything like that right away. But what she demonstrates is that this ability definitely has places it can grow.
Yeah, and I never asked for inanimate objects anyway, so that would just be like a, you know, cherry on top of the sundae.
But my point is that within the game context, we don't feel like she actually promised you anything
Right.
in reality,
Yeah.
and that she could just
Yeah.
be jerking your chain.
This seems like a magical bean scenario.
I mean, it doesn't seem like that difficult of a task, but
So
I don't know
how
why
does
she can't do it herself.
how is Caelin feeling about this?
Oh, she doesn't want to be a part of this.
Like what's
She said that was selfish.
It
And you're
is.
just killing a random person, which actually kind of bothers me. You don't have beef with this person. You don't have a reason to kill this person. It's not revenge. It's not something for yourself. You're killing people for your own personal gain. That's
So-
literally what you're doing. You're killing someone to get something.
But this is something that will benefit our operation. Like, this is an incredible ability if it actually.
What's
comes
to
to
say that
fruition.
he'll even need any of us anymore?
Oh, he'll need us.
When you
You
say,
think this guy?
when you say that, I am like at a loss for words. like as a character, and then also as me myself,
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
it's like, what?
How do I bounce back from that? Because I'm like, oh, truly, that does cut to the heart of the problem.
I just
I
need
mean, you
to...
have the contacts. I have the thieving skills. He's the whisper.
but
I could
But
hardly...
I want-
He
but-
I
can't
don't
do
trust
it.
it.
He
but
can't do
okay,
anything
but
alone.
here's what I preface
I don't
this
have reason
whole
to doubt Ptolemy's loyalty.
I preface this whole conversation on the fact that I don't actually need you guys to agree for me to do this.
Yeah, and that's
So
fair.
I will
No.
go do this separately if I need to.
We don't think you should do that. Because that could be a bad situation for you. We want you to succeed in this. But we just don't think it's
Do-
that urgent.
What kind of
I
we though?
I could hardly stay up all night. I could hardly get to bed last night thinking that today we would go mummy hunting. Do you know how exciting this is? Mummy hunting. There is
We're-
an ancient mummy rampaging through Doskvol
We're not
right now.
hunting the mummy. We're hunting his heart for him.
Oh,
From... Is it a museum, right?
You guys don't know where the heart is, but the scar won't go off of Ptolemy's face until he finds it. That was part
yeah,
of the
that also is.
Have we
that
put
don't-
out,
yeah,
like-
that also?
Like feelers? Like
No.
trying to figure out what the heart is?
No, you guys just got back.
Can we put out word through the network to try and find that?
You guys can ask around about that. But I just want to pause here for a second. So Ryan, how open is Caelin to? How open is Caelin as a character to being possibly swayed to go along with this?
Probably
Like,
very little.
is this a situation where if we made rolls and the rolls came up in Ptolemy's favor, would Caelin be swayed, or is it something where you're just like, no, absolutely not? Like there's
Well,
no.
if you're doing it for the sake of the story because you want us to be able to go do this, I mean, like, yeah,
No,
but I'd be dragging
no.
my feet
Don't-
the entire time.
No, don't think about it like that. Just think
Okay.
about it from a pure character's perspective. Is it possible for Caelin to be swayed?
Is Caelin really against killing, like...
She is.
People-
I mean, so here's
general?
Caelin. No, she's not. She actually wants to kill someone, and that's only because that person has slighted them and
Yeah.
has betrayed them.
Okay, so only against people who have wronged you.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
That's their perspective on things. Is if you mess
That's
with me,
fair.
I'll mess with you,
That's
and
fair.
that's how they go about things, and that's how like they've managed to enter into this world without feeling as if they are completely corrupted, because they came from that place before where it was just like such black and white before.
So is there an angle possibly that Ptolemy could take that would sway you towards allowing this?
Depends on how good of an
assisting
angle
with
it is.
What if we
Okay,
find out something
but-
bad that he's done in the past?
True, but
Like,
hold on a
like
second.
the people
So
he's hurt.
I just
Like
wanna
the
make sure
people he's hurt with
the
his,
possibility is there. Like
yeah,
you're
I
okay.
I haven't conversed well
Yeah.
enough to come up with something
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
good
Yeah, no.
to make it plausible.
Right.
Yes, I'm
The
not.
lives
I am.
will be
I am not.
saved.
I'm not going to say that there is nothing that is impossible.
Well, I just want to check and make sure you're okay with your character
Yeah.
having that possibility. Okay,
If
because if
there's
I
nothing-
don't,
Yeah.
then it's not.
There's
okay.
nothing impossible. They do feel slightly sympathetic to this person that you're trying to kill, though.
And James, does Arthur have any reservations to this?
Arthur doesn't care about the killing part.
Okay.
Arthur cares about this being not mummy hunting, which is not fun and sexy.
All
Mummy
right.
hunting
Also-
isn't off the table. Mummy hunting will happen.
It's about urgency and excitement and how much recklessness is involved. Arthur basically thinks this job is boring and not on the table as being cool. If you can
Murder,
convince him
not-
that
not
this is
exciting enough
more
for the
super
film.
cool, because as far as he's
If
concerned,
I-
this
if-
is not interesting.
If I do this today, I get the clock started today. Whereas if we do mummy hunting, like, then the clock starts.
There is
tom-
something that
next
gets sway
week.
them.
That is a meta
There is something that
consideration
gets
that
way canon.
Arthur is
Okay.
But
not
I'm
in
not gonna
on.
say it.
So, like, I agree from an out of
Yeah.
game
I'll
tell
perspective
you.
that makes sense. But for Arthur as a character, he's like, look, this guy doesn't have a super sexy, ghostly, demonic thing.
Wait a minute.
Like, if you told me that he had
He
a
was a
pendant
demon?
that
Yeah.
contained
Okay.
a demon's soul,
I'm not
I'm in it.
I'm not making a roll.
Okay.
I
Just
I am
lie
me-
and tell Arthur's a ghost.
I,
Yeah.
I had a meta thought.
That's fine. Let's talk about. Let's pause the game and kind of step back because I want to make sure.
My
everybody
meta, my
stays on
meta
the
thought
Takes
was,
place in that.
man, Caelin would really, really want to kill this guy if she knew that he was responsible for killing her
If you make up a
partner.
lie about this, she will kill you.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
No,
not
he's-
gonna lie.
He's
I'm just saying.
He's saying if
the-
I made
I
it
was-
where it was actually the case.
if that was actually
No,
the
don't
case,
do that,
Which-
man.
which isn't-
That
no.
would that's not fair.
No, it's not.
No,
That
no,
would be-
but
that'd be
if I
such
were
a-
to discover that,
But it's not true.
we don't know if it's not true or not yet.
Well, would
There's
that-
only way
Wouldn't that
we
be
would have
not
to.
fair to my story?
I don't.
Yeah,
I also
why
don't
don't
think.
you just-
I also don't think that's
Well,
true,
no.
and I also don't think that logically it makes sense for Ulf to have anything to do.
I know who
Caelin's
killed. I
partner.
know who killed them.
Yeah.
Or like I have a very strong. I actually already established in the fiction
Yeah,
who
yeah.
killed them.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
No, but you're
Yeah.
you're going in the right direction.
But there is something that could sway you.
Yes.
Okay. So
There is something you can sway, and you're going in the right direction.
yeah, I'm trying to think of what it is. I feel like the people watching probably know, and I don't know. I'm an idiot.
I have no idea.
It has to go along with like what her goals are.
Mm-hmm.
Like there has to be an intersection of where my goals and her goals meet, and I am just trying to figure it out.
I could just tell you, it's just like the
Most
reason why I
time
don't
killed.
necessarily want to do that is because I feel like it's just gonna like actually just
Partner.
like create more tension and like more dynamic storytelling. Like if I don't be like, here is what
Exactly.
you need to do,
I have to work for
and
it.
then you give it, you're like here, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh dang, you got me.
But then we also don't want to spend all session.
Yeah.
talking
Well,
through.
it doesn't have to be one of these things where even if you tell him, it automatically happens, right?
Mhm.
You'd still have to make the roll
Yeah,
to make the if you're willing to do that.
yeah.
Well, that would also be if I'm willing to do that too. I don't think I would. You know, that'd be kind of shitty to like roll against somebody.
That's why we're slowing it down and talking
Yeah.
about it, so
We could
everybody's
split
on the
the
same
party.
page.
Yeah, I mean,
Ugh.
Marco
It wouldn't take
and
that long.
Ptolemy can go murder someone, and Caitlin and the kid can go heart hunting.
How are you guys gonna feel if they? Go
I don't want
off?
to go hard hunting.
No, but
heart
how-
hunting
my
was
own?
another one of my things.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
like
Jesus
like I
Christ,
don't
Will.
want to do any more of Ptolemy's
I want to
super
do stuff.
special
Hey, party,
missions.
do
I
stuff
know.
for me.
That's
what
like
I
that's
said.
also like how my character feels.
I ruined it.
You destroyed this
No,
campaign.
it's okay. Will, it's okay.
I've come in from all angles.
Just like I just
But-
want to be a
But
god.
I mean, how are your characters going to feel if you
Screw
find out
up,
later
group.
that Arthur probably won't care that much. But if Marco and Ptolemy basically said, whatever, Caelin, and they went off and killed the dude anyway.
She
Well,
would
I
pro-
have no
she-
control over that.
Okay, so you wouldn't be angry. There wouldn't be a moral standard where you'd be like,
Well, she would probably
No,
look at me.
I would,
She would look at me worse off.
This would be like the second
than-
strike for you
Yeah.
Okay.
in my book because I had
Oh,
my
wow.
first strike with
Interesting.
Casey.
Yeah.
My second strike would be you doing this. So like you would be like rapidly becoming person that I feel like could just become just like a horrible evil person.
oh, that's so interesting, though.
We're burglars.
Yeah, we're burglars.
Can't I just?
But now you're gonna have godlike power.
Can't I just steal his life?
Yeah,
From
Yes,
him?
that's
Can't we
right.
just murder-
Isn't murder just a type of burglary?
Can I burgle
isn't
your life?
godhood just a type of thievery
Yeah.
too? Isn't shapeshifting
Yeah.
just
Oh,
stealing?
it's
a
great.
Stolen
form?
my image. Oh, you've stolen my life.
Okay.
Do you want me to just tell you?
No. I want to move on to how have you guys been spending the rest of your days, and then you can tell me about, or not. Maybe you don't want to talk about.
Well, this is
person
probably
you ran
not
into.
nearly as interesting as your escapades, but there are rumors of someone who is trying to find us to obtain our services.
Oh, that could be anybody. Shit.
Apparently,
Yeah,
they
I mean, how
looked
would they
like
have heard of
a
us?
street person.
We're famous now. The Shroud.
Are we?
Yes, they're asking for us by name.
There are some connections being made, mostly with the blue coats because of your guys' high wonder level.
Yeah.
That's
See, like,
that's
I
mostly where it's
am-
come from.
I
I was going to be meeting with this person
Thinking
at
this
an
might be-
undisclosed location elsewhere, representing the Shroud, but not as a member of the Shroud, to talk to this person to figure out if they're even worth our time.
Just have an escape route ready or something.
But I think that it is unwise for me to be off doing that while something else is going on now.
Well, I mean, if you were planning on meeting him alone anyway,
I guess.
or would you like backup?
Well,
Because
this
I mean,
certainly
Ptolemy's
seems to be
Ptolemy's
a
gonna need
predicament.
backup. Caelin, I don't think you need backup.
No.
I'm waiting on you guys. You guys need to tell me what scene we're doing next. What the crew's deciding.
I mean, we'll need to do some reconnaissance on this guy if this is what we're doing. It might not be a one and done.
I don't know.
You can convince me to do this.
I mean,
If you want to convince me to do this.
He is killing innocent people.
You can
with his
choose to
tactics.
backstab me later.
I'm not
and see the result
backstabbing
of
you.
that.
I'm
He is,
being,
like,
I'm
inciting
being.
violence.
My thing is that I
You
want to
can-
be completely
I am saying-
upfront
I
to
am
you
saying
guys
right
about
now,
my
you
intentions.
can make false promises to me, and if they are the false promises I want to hear, I will go along with you. But if you later on, that might have consequences.
Oh, that's super interesting though.
I'm letting you know that if you lie to me right now about something, I will go along with you on it.
But I'm also letting you know that my inclination is not to lie to you.
But that's such a good story.
You know, so that's my question. Like, so it's a scale right now, right? It's like Ptolemy's desire to have the power and his morality not to lie to his friends.
Yeah, my inclination would be, I'm willing to go
Would
do
you
this by
rather-
myself and die
Ptolemy, would you
than
rather?
to, like, you know,
Lie.
Would you rather
Yeah.
have this power, or would you rather rest easy knowing that your friends trust you?
I'd rather have the power.
Well,
I've done too much for the power.
Looks like you gotta lie.
By the way,
Well, you don't have to.
is Ulf's whereabouts kind of well known?
Yeah.
Like he hangs out at like blah
Yeah,
place.
he has an old. There's a bar down at the docks that the Skullflander refugees frequent.
Is that place in any way connected to anything that might be? Because docks,
It's the Hook and Hammer.
are these docks the same docks where the mummy arrived at?
The mummy arrived. The mummy was on the train coming from the Gadok rail station. That's where you
Okay.
guys in your own thing of night market. So the
Right.
mummy leaped out into the thing. The docks are all the way over here. Where are they? Right there.
Oh, they're way on the other side of town.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that all Arthur needs to know is that they're going to end up someplace where there could be some heart information. Like, because basically now that he's got Ghost Mind, his whole deal is he's going to talk to undead everywhere. Like, it's just going to go and like gather information from some supernatural entities.
Wait a minute.
If there's
Wait
a
a
story
minute.
where in the docks there are super like cool ghosts that know
Wait a
stuff.
minute. Sorry. I'm so sorry. If I get a ghost to kill him, it's like I didn't do it myself.
I mean, if you do, but
If I were to get a ghost to
didn't she
kill
say,
this,
getting ghosts
didn't
to,
she
like,
say you had to kill him?
Actually do stuff.
No, she just said
he's got to
needs
die.
to die.
He could die in any sort of different ways.
I still feel like you committing a ghost to kill him is you killing him, but I still feel that way.
I think
but-
it's a step removed.
Sure, okay, you cut the line that dropped the anvil on his head. You didn't drop the anvil on his head.
Okay. So it looks like the gang's kind of at an impasse here. So
What I'm trying to tell you is I want to go along with the plan, but
Yeah.
it needs to make fictional sense. So we need to come up with a reason why you have convinced my character to go along with it.
okay, then
Yeah, and
That is what I'm asking.
and
Maybe
I,
you
I
should-
haven't come up with a good idea.
I was trying to offer you something.
you
Okay.
should let him know
Okay.
what he needs to
Cool.
do. I think.
Cool.
you're cool
Yeah,
with that.
sure. If you make them either a promise to use your newfound power to infiltrate the Bluecoats in order to help them find
Yes,
information on
absolutely.
these things.
Oh my god.
If you make promises
That's like
about
the first thing
Of
we'll
course
do.
he would do that.
anything,
So wait,
That's something you would
couldn't
probably
Caelin
just
just
do.
bring that up though? Couldn't Caelin be like, all right, but I want something out of it, or is she too moral?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, no, she's not going to do that.
Okay,
She's not going to do that in this case.
Okay.
I'm doing this because I feel like your character would be crafty enough to actually come up with this. So something like that, or
I feel like I'd say something like
something
like you know, you couldn't see any benefit of me getting this power that we have between all of us for me to use for you guys.
that's not an explicit promise.
What do you mean it's not an explicit promise?
She wants it in not writing.
Ghost contract.
but-
No.
I'll
I don't-
ghost
I don't
contract
have the
you.
ability.
No,
I don't have
it
the
can't
ability.
be the first thing you do because
Let's
you're
go get
putting
the
up
mummy
mummy
heart.
heart again. You can't keep lying to me about the mummy heart.
Don't you
I
have
didn't
an
take
advance?
it.
You didn't take it?
No, I took functioning vice instead.
Ow. Okay, that'd be
I'm
so
li-
cool.
I'm literally like like trying not to lie to anybody at all, and nobody's happy.
Here's the
lie
thing:
about
is I
this.
actually like would like it almost even more like if you made a promise and you like did not deliver.
Yeah, but you don't.
What do you
wanna lie.
mean? No, I also want to deliver
So
on
we
the
can have a
promise.
rivalry.
No, I don't want a little rivalry. I want to just
Okay,
get
sure.
it done.
Fine.
But are you willing to make that promise though?
Yes.
We should do that then.
Okay. So, okay. I look at me being savvy.
Well, I mean, yeah. How else were you gonna figure it out? Like, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because have I been keeping up with her side project?
No, but you know that she wants to get into the blue coats, right? Like, she's been working on this.
That's why I threw out the idea. Like, can't you think of anything that would be beneficial?
Fine.
And then
Then I say that.
Yeah, and then I say that seems like perfectly aligned with your interests.
I want an agreement.
Okay, sure.
Okay, fine. Like
You want to write it down? I'll sign something. Yeah.
no, I want to write it down.
You don't want to write it
No,
down?
no.
Arthur raises his
Mommy,
hand.
We've all witnessed this.
Arthur has been involved in enough of these discussions where the adults like can't seem to figure out what's going on. So he's gonna pop off his stool and go, "I'll be back after lunch. See ya."
I'm going heart hunting.
That's fine.
He's gonna head off to the Dimmer sisters' place and come back after lunch
Okay, we'll do that in a sec. Okay, so
because he figures by then they would have hashed it out.
Yeah.
Caelin doesn't want it in writing. So what happens?
They're just making an
Blood
agreement.
contract.
A blood contract?
Yeah.
Cut their hands and shake on it.
Old Dagger Isles tradition.
Oh.
You know,
Okay.
if you cut my hand.
Actually, it's like cutting off a piece of hair, but
Oh.
I
Someone's
just
gonna
I
get
made
AIDS.
that part of the fiction.
Haircut.
Wait. So is it a blood thing or is it a hair thing?
It's like a hair thing,
Oh, sure.
but it's like a blood contract.
Okay. I was about to say, like, if you cut my hand, that's gonna really fuck up the shape-shifting thing. Because I've learned that scars definitely.
No, it's
They
just
can't
from that
see it,
weapon.
only you can.
It's just from that weapon.
Yeah, just from that weapon. If you got cut on the hand, you could like, I mean, you still suffer the effects of it, but you could pretend it wasn't there.
So I go up to and I take
Yeah,
out a
totally.
knife and I cut off a piece of your hair,
And
and then I hand you the knife.
How gross does it look?
Your hair?
Yeah.
I don't
I
cut
don't
your
know, you
scalp
tell me.
off.
Okay. And then
You have to cut a piece of my hair
I
off.
feel like really ridiculous, and then I choose to do a piece in the back.
Good.
And
Don't fuck up my hair.
We both care about our hair.
so funny.
Our things are aligned.
That's why. It
So
matters
glad
so
I'm not
much.
here for
That's-
this.
that's
Okay.
right.
the
All
most
right.
ridiculous.
Fine. I put it away.
No, but that's a really cool scene. Like, if we think about it, like, you both came to agreement where you're just like,
No, that's why I have this really huge long braid because it's like a part of my culture.
Oh, really? I
Congrats.
didn't know that.
Congrats, Ryan. We both got 2 in Express Your Beliefs, Tribes, and Heritage. Probably from
yeah,
this single
it's
conversation.
freaking cool, guys.
It
Like,
would
And
be so
I take
great
your
if
hair-
you would have just accidentally cut the whole braid, misunderstanding the way the contract
I
works.
take your hair and I like tuck it in my waistband.
I take your hair and see you do that, and
Swallow.
I also do it. But I don't.
In my mind, I'm like, man, I'm just fucking with this guy.
You probably are.
Look what I made him do.
You just like making this shit up.
Okay,
No.
so
This isn't a real
Okay.
thing.
Well, it's like, it took me extra long to agree to something I would have agreed on immediately upon
Okay.
hearing
Yeah,
it.
that,
All right.
you could have suggested that as the first thing. We'd been like, cool, yeah, let's test out these powers. Let's
yeah,
go to
but
the blue coats.
we had to figure it out. Okay,
We can also destroy any of their evidence on us.
so
Yeah, literally, like,
James-
I become a god. Doesn't that
That'd be-
sound
that'd be
amazing?
sweet.